We are ready to start dropping satellites. We are. So we're going to start with this top one. So I don't think this antenna needs to be activated or anything. Nope. So we'll have communication. We will extend. I'm just going to extend one of the solar panels. It only needs one. I extended both of these here without thinking about it. And in that way, if this one ends up failing at some point, I can then extend the second one. And otherwise, I think this is just really ready to go. So we're going to just simply disengage this. So we'll decouple. And we'll go on to U. And my orbital parameters are still good. Sometimes that disengagement can be a bit... and we can also run the alignment script on this one. Run... Oh, I hit delete. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I've really... Okay. I've got to come up with a solution for this. Push delete when done. Okay, I got to control C. This got hung up. Got hung up with... This is really... There we go. Now let's go back to this one. And I'm wondering if my alignment script is more of a pain than it's worth. I was so proud of the little thing, though. Run, align, like that. Why do I have no... Does this have electricity? And I have a signal. Okay, let's delete that. Why do I have... Oh, wait. I think I still have time warp on. I think I still had time warp on. No, that can't be. Why do I have... I have no attitude control. I'm a little bit concerned here. Why would I have... There's reaction wheels. Here, let's close this. Oh, the reaction wheels are off. Thank you. In the comment, you didn't engage the reaction wheels. You're probably right. So where are... Let's see. Normal. SAS pilot. Normal. Toggle torque. Okay, now let's try it. Now they're on there. It said running, but you're right. I did disable some of the reaction wheels in flight because they were having some issues with each other. Thank you. Who was that in the chat who said that? That was just an anonymous person in the chat said that. Gauge the reaction wheels. Okay, run the align. Now it should be... Well, I already put it pretty close to where it is, so it doesn't need that. Okay, okay, okay. We're landing. We're landing. I don't need this. I don't need this. We'll keep our contract windows open. Let's start thinking about a landing spot. We should engage our engines. Throttles is off. There we go. That's all good. Are these lights on or off? They're off. They should be off. They look like they're on. Okay, whatever. I want... the only stipulation is all three of them need to land in different biomes. And I figure I might as well land on the day side because why do myself some hurt? So why don't we make this first landing... Oh, let's do it over here. Over in this zone over here. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to time warp. Somewhere in this highland part. Actually, you know what? No, let's go for the flats. Let's go for the flats first. Let's make it easy first. We're going to go for these flats right here. Okay, so I'm on retrograde. Should be good. Let's do it. There we go. Minmus. This is our first landing on Minmus. But Minmus, to be honest, is so much easier than the moon. Of course, me saying that is the time I'm going to just botch this all up, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Science. Is all the science on? Go to here. We will run... Oh, just the seismic scan's not going, but it's in an invalid situation. The gravity scan is running right now, but I'm not going to wait the 90 days that's required for it to run. That's just isn't going to happen. We'll gauge our landing gear, which also should have turned on these lights. I think they're on. Okay, let's do it. Let's get going. Yeah, I should be knocking on wood when I make statements like, oh, Minmus is easy. Everybody can land on Minmus. Now, this thing is packed with quite a lot of delta V, but I wouldn't mind being pretty conservative in my coming down. I still don't want to waste fuels because once this thing has collected all the science in its one biome, it's entirely possible to perhaps hop it over to a different biome and collect even more science. But what I think I shall do, let's start killing off some of this velocity. Anywhere in these flats is fine. The flats is always such a nice first target for a lot of reasons. The altitude is exactly 0, so whether you have this on the altimeter or on sea level doesn't really matter. As well, they are 100% flat, which is great. Okay, I'm just gonna let. What's our trajectory looking like? Yeah, I mean we're still 4.5 kilometers up. All right, let's cut it. I think I have a lot of ignitions on these things. Yeah, 62 ignitions. Should be good. Okay, let's get down there a little further. Actually, what I'm looking at, I'm going to roll this way. And I'm rolling this way just for this solar panel because as the sun goes from east, no, that's west, no, that's east that way, east to west, this will roll with it as we fall downwards. Of course, this isn't the way I'm used to having the Navball, so it sort of messes me up a bit, but this is better for the for solar. Okay, getting to almost 1 kilometer off the surface. Let's push that retrograde vector right to the top of the Navball so we're just falling straight down. Like that. And we'll just bring her down here. Okay, slow down. Slow down even faster. Minmus gives you time to think, which is what's nice. Okay. And boop, little bounce. No, not even a bounce. There we go. We're down. That's it. Excellent. So... Okay, I should explain what I'm laughing at. I remember when I picked up these contracts and I said, I have this contract to impact Minmus, and people were saying, this is not an impactor, it's a lander. You should build something that's actually going to impact Minmus too. And I said, I think it might count as an impactor too. And look at that, the impact contract went green on that. So it counts that as an impact. And we did our soft landing of Minmus. And for the Minmus probe, we are in the greater flats. So all I got to do is put the other two down in 2 other biomes. And this should be good. So I'm as you can tell, I am really quite pleased with that. I think we're just going to leave this here. There's nothing really to it. Let's just make sure all the science is on. Whoops, there we go. The telemetry report has already completed, so it's waiting, but all the rest of it is going. It's going to be 14 days and 4 hours for the seismic scan to finish, and it's going to be 90 days and 4 hours for the gravioli detector to finish. So we're going to be leaving it here for a little while, but I am really happy. Wait, turn SAS off. Should just sit there. All right, and I can see our probe moving away from us. So actually, I'm noticing it's a lander. I don't want this thing to be a land, or it's rename the vessel. It's as a probe. It's of course a lander. Silly. Oh, and I should rename this to. This is Minmus 2A. It wins the prize for coming first. It gets the A subletter. All right, that's awesome. Okay, we need to go to our probes here. Here we are. Switch to you. Time to do another one. Reborn says that how's the data rate doing to Kerbin? And that is an excellent point, because a couple of streams ago we talked about the fact that the Gravioli detector does a lot of it creates data at a high rate. So I put on this antenna so that it could transmit it at a high rate. Now I can look here. It does tell you we are now transmitting at 60.62 kilobytes per second. But we're going to put this to the test right now. That's because we have a direct link with the KSC. It's going straight to Kerbin. But our relays don't have as fast an antenna as this one is. So I'm not sure if Kerbalism factors that in or not, but we're going to find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to time warp, and we're going to see if this transmission rate drops once we're going through a relay, or if it's going to remain the same. Okay, so we're now going through a relay, and you can see our transmission rate dropped to 12.0 kilobytes per second because this has a much slower antenna on it. Oh, that's kind of what it is. Now, what that means is that when the GravMax Gravioli detector is working on the far side of Minmus, on the surface here, when Minmus is rotated away, it won't be able to transmit it away faster than it can generate the data. But I believe I have enough storage capacity, data storage capacity, on it so that it will store that data instead, and then it will store that data and then transmit it once it's back on the near side of Minmus. So I'm hoping this will all work. If it doesn't all work, then it's just going to take more than 90 days for this all to happen. There we go, 14 more science from that radiation scan. Okay, time to deploy another one. Now let's this time make sure that these are toggle the torque. Those are running. Let's decouple. Ooh, that was a little bit, I don't know what the, a little bit, I don't like the way, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, 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 come back to you. There. Let's extend this antenna. And I'm not going to bother with the, that's good enough for the antenna. Okay, and let's check our science. All of it's turned off, so we'll just make sure this is all on. Kerbalism won't let you turn on multiple copies of any particular experiment on the same vessel, so that's why these ones were all off. Okay, we got to pick a different biome, so let's put this one down. Again, I want to be on the day side. We can see our other lander if I put on landers. That's not landers, those are rovers. There it is. There's our other lander, so we just got to land somewhere else. So I'm thinking the very top of this little plateau. That's what I'm thinking. So let's get over there. Let's get over there. And I like to go about 1/3 of an orbit ahead. So about here-ish. Again, let's rename this one. You are Minmus 2B. And you are a lander. Not a rover, a lander. Okay, let's lock you onto the prograde vector. Let's turn on the engines. Yep. Okay. And let's get this down. So, just coming over the top here. I think that's probably good enough. I want to make sure that I clear this pretty good. So we're going to go right around here-ish on top of this little plateau. And then, let's see, we've done the greater flats. I'm suspecting these are a different set of flats. We'll check and make sure as we go over them. And we'll make that other set of flats our other biome to land in. I think that should be good. So up here, Kerbal Engineer is telling me what biomes we're in. So when we're over top of here, I just want to take a look at what biome this is. This is where we'll go for our third landing spot. So this is, come on, give me a biome. This is the Great Flats here. Great. So this is where we'll go, the Great Flats. So this is the Greater Flats, Great Flats, and then whatever this is, probably Highlands or something. We'll make that for this guy. Okay, landing gear. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put this on terrain. We're going to need it this time. And I am clearing that, right? Oh yeah, we're good. A little bit sketchy. We're going to put it, I think it's pretty flat on top of that plateau. Let's turn the view to, there we go, that's better. What's nice is that our orbital velocity is not that high, so it's pretty easy to kill off that horizontal speed. Geez, we're not, yeah, we're going to go for the top of this plateau. That's the idea. All right, let's do it. Okay, so let's full throttle. And I do have to watch my vertical speed. I don't want to fall too far. I should have been maybe... No, no, we're cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're already slowing down a lot. We've already done a lot of slow... Oh, we're still on orbit here. Let's put it on surface. Let's completely push that to the top here. There we go. We're pretty much falling straight down now. There we go. Still 400 meters from the surface. Only falling at about 9 meters per second. Oh, there's our shadow. Should be good. So I'll push that right to the very top. Okay, there we go. Lander number 2. Lander number 2. Okay, start slowing down here a little bit. A little more. Of course, the longer you can put that final burn off, you know, the more efficient this is, right? Your most efficient thing is that full throttle suicide burn thing that you can do. You can actually get Kerbal Engineer to show you the suicide burn distance, which is pretty handy. And boop, there we are. Bah, who needs that? Alright, so there we go. Again, all our experiments are running. Where are we? We are in Midlands. We are in Midlands. It's a little more... Did I not go right on top of that? No, it's a little slopier here than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I don't see what else there is to do. We're going to leave this guy alone. I saw our craft are already transmitting science away. Okay, where is our last one? Here we are. Let's switch to you. Last lander. Last lander. I am excited. Okay, we're going to go around one more time. So this guy still has 954 meters per second left. Because it has all the fuel left for getting out of here, which is a ton. And let's again put on our sciencey stuff. Telemetry, science, temperature. There we go. The light experiment doesn't matter because that's only for in space and it's already done. So I guess I can turn that one off. Not that it really matters one way or the other. I think this is ready. I think this is ready. So, oh wait, you know what I want to do? Rename this too. So where is the probe body? It's hidden in here somewhere under all of this stuff. There should be a probe body. It's got to be in there. Is that it? Yep. I hit it well. Okay, I want to rename this vessel. This is the Minmus 2C. And of course, you're a lander too. Okay. And it has landing lights, right? Yeah, it does. And these are off. My landing lights aren't very bright. Just have those little spots. Okay. So the plan is to land in this little flat area here. So again, we're going to time warp until we're about a third of an orbit ahead of that. And that, once we're in the Great Flats, should be the end of that. That should be the final... should be the final lander, as long as I don't mess this up. And then we got to think, I'm looking at the stream, we're going to definitely be doing something else after this, for sure. So, God, I would say I want to do about another 20 minutes after this. Fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Getting distracted. Okay. Gonna come down pretty steep. I want to come right in there, so... start the burn here. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm going to rotate again this way for the solar panels. And gear on. Okay. All right, let's go. How many ignitions are left? This one's just got a single engine. So if this engine fails, there's 11 ignitions left on that engine, but if it fails... that's it. The other ones all have backup engines. This one does not. How close are we? Getting close. Whoa, we're tumbling. We're tumbling and we're bumbling. Again, usually when I land, I like to have the blue up. I find that just orients me better, but because of the solar panels and where they are, I'm going to go this way. Purely for the solar panels. Okay, I want to go right into this little space, right in there. I think we're going to get this fine. Let's get ourselves a little closer. Start slowing down here just a bit. Just watching here. I want to make sure I can get myself into that little area. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to start falling pretty soon. Okay, let's put this on terrain and this on surface. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't switch the... sometimes it switches the surface automatically, but I find it's not 100% consistent with that. And I'm not quite sure as to why. Alright. Let's see. Only got about 110 meters per second horizontal speed left to kill. We are falling though, so I got to be a little conscious of that. But again, we got a lot of delta V, so I don't need to be any kind of suicide-y with this. But I'd like to start seeing this biome switch to Great Flats. Okay, let's start doing this. And I want to control my vertical speed. I'm watching that vertical speed. I don't want it to increase. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Keep forgetting how forgiving Minmus is. Okay, watch the ignitions. Can't do... every ignition is a chance for a failure, so be aware. Be aware of possibility fail. Okay, we are in the Great Flats now, so I just got to put her down. So I'm just going to push this right up to the top. Boop, okay. And I would like to do this just in a single burn at this point. I really don't want to do a whole ton of ignitions. Okay, where are we at? 600 meters from the surface. Okay, let's start slowing down. And then what I'll do is I'll just... Here, let's put this on cap lock. Give me finer control. I don't want this engine to go off because I don't want to have to reignite it. Is really the plan. That's what I'm worried about. If you know, every ignition there's a chance of a failure. I think we're okay. Here I can see the shadow. Even give a little bit more throttle. Oh, we're just gonna baby kiss it. Just a baby touch. Baby touch on the surface. Look at that. Boop. Beautiful. I am so happy. All right, so again, all that science is being collected. Minmus Probes is now done. That strategy is complete. That is awesome.